You're watching Drakewing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming, and some of you know me on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you with a Let's Play episode of Tennis Ace. I believe we are on June's Path. So anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Let me crack open this LaCroix water. Oh yeah, there you go. That's the snap and pop I like to hear. And let's go ahead and jump right into it. Alarm chain, you are up, and let's go. Alrighty. Okay. Is that so? Could you please not give him more ammunition to use against me? It's your fault for saying something so blatantly hypocritical. You guys are way too fussy. Says the one who fusses about everything Kobayashi does. I'm just looking out for him. It's called being a good friend. It's called being annoying. Not you too, Saya-chan. What about you, June? Sorry, Yuichi-san. You're on your own. What? No way, even you? Face it, you've lost. Betrayed by all my friends. What a truly horrible way to die. You really do have a penchant for the dramatic, don't you? Thank you, thank you. I'd like to thank my mother and brother for supporting me. Oh, so this has turned into an award ceremony now. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. Appreciate what? Their tomfoolery? This is just a daily occurrence, right? Oh, I know, but it's still refreshing to see right now. It's easy to get depressed in a hospital. This isn't the most comfortable of places, after all. Last night was pretty rough for me, so this is definitely a nice change of pace. I just spent the night here if I knew. I really should have come if I knew. Nah, don't worry about it. Really, it's enough that you guys are here now. That's all that matters to me. Thanks. Of course we're here. Like we'd abandoned one of our own. You're stuck with us for now. You're stuck with us now. Better get used to it. I don't mind that at all. By the way, Yuichi-kun brought you a gift. Really? Well, Saya-chan, don't just put me on the spot out of nowhere. Oh, please. You're already going to give him this even before he got put in the hospital. Don't wuss out now. You're way too blunt sometimes. You were going to give me something before I got sent to the hospital? Yeah, I put together a care package for you. I was going to give it to you on the day that you had your accident. I was going over to bring it to you, then I found you. No way! Here, it's nothing grand. Judging from the other things you got on the table, you probably already got a ton of good stuff, but, well, I put this together because I was worried about you. It's some of your favorite sweets and some vitamin pills. Yuichi-san! Thank you, Yuichi-san. It's no big deal. You're blushing. Shut up! Huh? June rummages through the little basket that I've given him. From inside it, he pulls out a small keychain. Aw, what's this? Oh, right, I saw it at one of the stores I went to while I was buying stuff for your care package. I kind of thought of you when I saw it, so I decided to buy it. Sorry, that was too corny, huh? Yeah, it was. Probably the sappiest thing I've ever seen. I'm embarrassed for you. You guys are the worst. Don't worry about them, Yuichi-san. I love it. Really? Yeah, it's really cute. Thank you. I'm glad you liked it. Oh god, this is so sweet. I think I'm gonna throw up. You really are an ass. Of course I am. Isn't that why you love me? No comment. We stayed with June and chatted up until visitation hours ended. I walked back home with Shuichi at the end of the day thinking about everything that's happened lately. For some reason, I feel a creeping sense of dread in the back of my mind. May 17th, Wednesday. The day that June gets abducted by aliens! No, okay. Wonder what I should do today. The rooftop sounds extra inviting right now, although I'm pretty sure I'd get yelled at if I went up there. Came as like, hey, maybe we want to do this. That's never stopped me before. June. Blocking that path, baby. I decided to get up a little earlier than normal to go visit June in the hospital. I feel a bit woozy from having woken up at a time I'm not used to, but I consider it a worthy sacrifice if it means I can brighten his day even just a little. Wait, is that June? I can see him walking out of the hospital with his parents. Yuichi-san? Good morning. What are you doing out here? I got discharged this morning, so my parents are taking me home. Oh, Michimaya-kun, it's a pleasure to meet you again. Say, I saw your match at the prefectural finals, and I was really amazed by... Dear, we really don't have time for this right now. Second yell, water time. Oh, right. It's good to see you again too, sir. June's dad is just as intense as the first time I met him. Can we please talk about something less embarrassing? Oh, sweetie, are you embarrassed by us? Of course I am. Blunt?
You really don't mince words sometimes.
Why would I? Wait, they're smiling? And laughing? I thought they'd be offended by his response, but they like it? A weird family. By the way, Yuichi-san, what are you doing here? I wanted to check up on you before I went to school. Oh, thanks. Oh, thanks for worrying about me, but as you can see, I'm perfectly fine now. And the wound on your head is already healed. Yep, it was a pretty minor cut, so it healed in no time. The doctor also said that there's no sign of concussion, so I'm free to go. That's great. I'm glad nothing bad happened. Mom, Dad, Yuichi-san was the one who found me when I collapsed and called for help. He's the reason I got treatment so fast. Oh, is that so? I didn't know that.
Well, we're really in your debt. Who knows what would have happened if you hadn't found him? Just a few more minutes and his heart might not have recovered.
His heart? Don't mind them. Dad thinks that just because I bled a little, that my heart was going to stop beating. I already told him it wasn't nearly enough blood to cause any serious problems, but he won't listen. I don't know, it certainly looked like a lot of blood to me at the time. It really wasn't that bad, and if it were, I wouldn't be getting discharged already. I guess you're right. Well, thank you very much for taking such good care of our son, Michimae-kun. We truly are grateful for your help. What? It was nothing. I'm just happy to help. He's a good friend. See? I told you Yuichi-san is a really good person. Now, that's not really a big deal. It is to us. Either way, if you'll forgive us, we have to take Jun-kun back home. Just be careful. We'll keep him at home for a few days to keep an eye on him. He should be back in school in no time, though. Mom, I already told you that's unnecessary.
You can't fault your mother for worrying, June.
I guess not. I'll see you later, Yuichi-san. Thanks for dropping by to visit me. Of course. See ya. See ya. Why do I still have this awful feeling in my chest? I don't know. Maybe you should get that checked out by a doctor. Yeah, there's something going on with June. Today I've been called here to this cafe by a friend. He's noticed how stressed I've been lately and decided to try and help me de-stress. I have to say, I truly appreciate the thought. We've only been here for a little while, and I have to say that I definitely feel better. Who knew talking could be so therapeutic?
Yuichi, are you even paying attention to what I'm saying?
Oh, sorry, what?
Jeez, here you go spacing out again. It's like you were 1,000 miles away.
Sorry. I guess I was just a little lost in thought.
No kidding.
Yes, Shuichi was the one to invite me here. He called me early this morning and asked me if I'd like to meet him here for lunch. I was a little skeptical of the idea, but now I'm glad that I came. Okay, I'm back now. What were you saying again?
Are you sure? Don't really feel like talking to a wall again.
It's not gonna happen again, I swear.
If you say so, then I guess it's okay. Anyway, I was asking how your class preparations for the festival were going. It's already right around the corner.
It was kind of a mess at first. No one could really agree on anything. In the end, everyone decided to open a little restaurant. Jin insisted on the idea, and since we had nothing better planned, we went with it.
What kind of food will you guys be serving?
I think it was supposed to be a Sichuan cuisine, but I don't remember now. I just know it was supposed to be traditional Chinese food. You have to ask Jin if you want more details.
If it's him, then I'm sure it'll be okay. That guy's knowledge of food could put critics to shame.
He certainly is no regular glutton.
Calling him a glutton is a little insensitive, though.
Oh, come on, it's not like he's here to hear it. 1 second, y'all. It is, indeed, water time.
You really can't be mean when people aren't listening, huh? You really can be mean when people aren't listening, huh?
What? I'm not mean.
Don't worry, I'm just yanking your chain.
Is that so? I can't even tell anymore.
Since you guys will be working on a restaurant, does that mean I'll get to see you in an apron?
In your dreams, I bailed out on it as fast as I could. I'm helping with the decor, organization, and shopping, and that's it.
Aw, must you trample on my dreams like that?
Don't give me the puppy dog eyes now.
Busted, huh?
With a lighthearted conversation like this, it's hard to believe the kinds of things that have been happening lately. Oh, excuse me. In fact, just thinking about it already gives me a sinking feeling in my chest. But I promised Shuichi that we'd have some fun today, so I don't want to let anything get in the way. Welcome, sir. We are full at the moment, but if you'll be patient, a table should clear out for you in a few minutes. Since we're so close to the entrance, it's hard not to hear when someone walks in. By the way, hey, aren't you... Oh, you are. You're the guy that was with Kobayashi back at the piano competition. This lion walks right up to us, interrupting our conversation.
You know this guy, Yuichi?
Well, I remember. Yeah, I met him when June and I were waiting for you guys back at the piano competition. Come to think of it, he even talked to us after the competition was over, and I'm pretty sure you were there with us. Don't you remember?
You really expect me to remember someone I saw once over a month ago? If anything, I'm surprised you'd remember.
My memory isn't that bad. You don't need to be so surprised.
The lion looks between the two of us with a smile on his face.
Your name, Akutagawa, right? Sorry if I got it wrong. I'm not really good with names. It's all right, and you remembered it correctly. To be honest, I never introduced myself when we met, so you even knowing my name at all is already surprising.
It's hard to forget a guy who delivers a full-blown villain speech in broad daylight.
Full-blown villain speech?
I will make sure the name Shinji Akutagawa is one you'll never forget. It was something like that.
Huh? You remember that? Nope, forget it. Forget it right this instant.
No way, he really said that?
Shut up. Just forget I ever said anything like that.
Sorry, asking me to forget that scene is a little... I don't want to say the word impossible, but no better word comes to mind.
Gah!
Well, either way, it's good to meet an acquaintance of June's. My name is Shuichi Arata. We go to the same school.
And I'm Yuichi Michimaya. I sit next to June in class. It's a pleasure to meet you. To be honest, I didn't know Kobayashi had any friends outside of the competitors we knew as children.
Why is that?
Well, I might be a bit biased, since I never got to see how he acted out of the competitions, but he is always very focused and withdrawn. He didn't goof around much like the rest of us did.
I'd certainly expect to see a bunch of children goofing off, even if they're facing each other in a competition.
It's not that different from the tennis tournaments in that sense. The children's tournaments are a lot more relaxed. Right, but he never really mingled with us, so I just thought he wasn't the type of person to have any friends.
That doesn't at all sound like the June we know.
Yeah, saying that he's a goofball would probably be putting it lightly.
True.
By the way, isn't he with you guys right now?
Nah, he's on bed rest right now. He was actually in the hospital up until a few days ago. The lion's eyes immediately go wide in shock.
What? No way! Don't tell me it happened again!
Again? What happened? Did something happen to him before?
Ah.
As soon as he sees the look on my face, Akutagawa looks away from me.
It's nothing. Forget I said any.
Forget you said anything? It's a little late for that, isn't it? What are you talking about? Yuichi, that's enough.
What do you mean that's enough? Aren't you the least bit curious about this? He basically just said that June was in a hospital before, too.
We all know Kobayashi has frail health. Would it be really all that surprising for him to visit a doctor before?
Don't play that game with me. We both know when someone sees that a person was in the hospital, that means they were admitted to, not just getting a checkup.
Even so, whether that's true or not, don't you think that's up to June to tell us? You shouldn't go prying to other people's pasts.
But
that bad feeling I've been having up to now returns with force.
Oh, 1 second, y'all. Water time.
Alright.
Akutagawa sent, won't you please tell me what you meant by that again comment? It's really not my place. So you're saying he was admitted to a hospital once before?
Yuichi! There are people staring at us, man. Let it go already.
When I look around, I see the people in the other surrounding tables all staring at us. Crap.
You really don't think sometimes.
How am I supposed to think? So June has been in a hospital before? I have a ton of questions swimming in my mind. I'm sorry, I really shouldn't have said anything.
Don't worry about it. You didn't know.
Why was he admitted to the hospital, if you don't mind telling me?
He tripped during practice and hit his head on the corner of the piano. There was a little bleeding, but it wasn't all that serious. He was in and out of the hospital in very little time.
Ah, I see. Sir, we have a table open for you now.
One of the staff members calls out to Akutagawa.
Oh, thank you very much. I'll be right there.
The lion turns to us again.
Do tell Kobayashi that I send him my best regards and hope he'll be well, okay?
Of course. Once Akutagawa leaves, the two of us fall completely silent. I can see the gears in your head turning, you know. Silence, huh? I guess your good mood is ruined no matter how you look at it, right?
Sorry.
It's okay. There's nothing wrong with being worried about a friend. In fact, it's a good thing. Just make sure you don't let it completely eat you up from the inside. Well, we've already finished eating anyway. Would you like to just call it quits early and head home?
You'd be okay with that?
What the hell do you take me for? You think I'd be mad if you weren't feeling up to it anymore? I'm more worried about how you feel than about a little failed hangout.
I see. Then I guess I'm gonna head home after all.
All right. Just let me get the check so we can be on our way.
We walk out into the streets.
The crowd that comes with rush hour had just begun to die down, but it was still full of people everywhere. Well, I guess I'm gonna take this opportunity to go grocery shopping. I have to start stocking on the foods my dad likes to eat now, after all. Sorry for cutting our time together short. Don't be ridiculous. I'm the one who offered it. Tell June I said hi, okay?
Huh?
You heard what I said. See ya.
See ya. So he knew I wanted to go see June, huh? You could have just said so from the start, idiot.
Might be bad for me to just show up to ask him stuff from his past out of the blue. Maybe I should bring some sort of gift with me. Great, now I've started talking to myself. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and pause it right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Leave a super thanks, or tip if you can, it always helps. Along with checking out that Patreon. Anyway, I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.